dear friends, hope all of you are well and passing your days in a very well manner. And I am also staying at home with safety and trying to save myself from this COVID pandemic situation. Today I will share with all of you about one different topic. Yes, today's topic is different. Today's matter is different. Today's conception is different. Today I will talk about doctors and nurses, the COVID fighters, the COVID warriors. Not only about this, cancers and so many more dangerous diseases will come. But their duty, those will obviously remain constant. Because they are born for us. When they became doctors and nurses, they promised, whatever the condition will be, I will not mix up my personal problems with my hospitals, with my patients. Till the time I will be alive, I will obviously treat my patients. I will take care of my patients. Yes, this was their great aim. And I will share one very important thing. Doctor, being one doctor is not a profession actually. It's one aim, strong aim, hobby, passion, life of them. The doctor was, the doctor is, and the doctor will be for us. Though we will fight with them, the patient parties, they will war with them. I think you have heard the news also. But do you think they have stopped their work? They have said, no, we will not do. They haven't said something like that. If they would want, they would think that they are COVID positive patients. Then it's our government job. If we neglect them, ignore them, our job will not go. So they couldn't take care of the patients also. But they are taking. They are passing a lot of sleepless nights when we are sleeping very casually. Their life is not casual. It's full of fights. Though they haven't lost their strength. Because it was their great aim. And now they are just going to successful that. So coming to the main story. The main story is all about one boy. The boy was very rich. He belonged to a rich family. The boy was very happy also. And besides saying one thing, if someone thinks himself too much rich, what comes? Greed comes, and number two, ego comes. In the same way, the boy became very egoistic. He thought that I don't have the lack of anything. My parents are too much rich, so whatever I will want, I will get from them. But one day, the boy thought, I have the lack of bike. My parents have a lot of cars. But what I have? I should have a bike. He informed his parents. So his father said, okay, no problem. I'm very rich. I will obviously give you a bike. But for that, you have to graduate with a very good marks. The boy heard that. He started studying very properly. And to say, he worked very hard. And nothing is impossible if we work hard. So in the same way, the boy graduated with a very good marks. Successful. He was successful. So at that time, he requested his dad also that give me a bike now. And his dad gave a bike also of Hero Honda. But, there is one more thing correct, which is, without knowing something properly, if we go to just try that, that doesn't become perfect. So in the same way, the boy didn't know how to ride the bike. Same, he was new. The bike was new. It had a great speed. But the boy didn't hear anything. Any question of the parents. He said, no, today I have a birthday, I will go there by the bike. And I will drive it too much fast. Though his parents made him conscious. Though for showing others as a show-off, he studied driving the bike so much speedily, with a great speed, with a high speed. So, within some time, the accident happened. That would happen. That was natural. When the accident happened, you know what happened actually? One track came just from the side and they collapsed each other. And if you see the situation, he was fighting with the dead. It was bleeding too much. The condition was too much bad. Now one more thing is correct I want to share with you. Today's person, you know what they are actually? Didn't get, right? They are entertained. Yes, it's too hard to. But it's true that they are entertained actually. Now you ask me why they are entertained? Why? What they did? Today's version. I am giving something foods to the dog. You know what we do first? We just take a selfie with the dog. And we just post that in social media. We don't know the dog is hungry. Just for showing others, we are uploading that in social media. Give foods to dog. I am one animal lover. You don't need to prove something in love. Believe. This is the most important thing in love. And caring is the most important thing in love. But are they really doing something like that? No. They are so off. They are trying to prove in front of others, yes, they are good. So in the same way, we They posted in Facebooks, WhatsApps that the boy is dying. All the people were just with cameras. No one was with a voice hurt. No one was that. So one wise person was going, and he suddenly was that the condition was very bad. He admitted him to hospital also. So the boy was admitted to the hospital, and there he called his parents from the card where the phone number, address was written of the boy. As they were very rich, they used to have cards, personal cards, because they were conscious anything can happen anytime because future is unpredictable. So the person was enough busy, so he went away. See the condition of parents when they hear that the boy is fighting with the death or the girl of them is fighting with the death. The same thing happened. They became just mad. The condition fully that was deteriorated. They were happily mad. They were shouting too much, crying too much without wasting any single time. They started running and they reached the hospital. But when they reached the hospital, the condition was not natural. The boy was dying, he was bleeding. Every nurse, every doctor, private doctors, they were watching mobile phones. No one was gonna cure him. The father, he became too much angry at the time. He started throwing everything. He started shouting, "What types of hell hospital is this? My boy, he is fighting with the death. Why do you take money every month? For these cases?" The nurse came and said calmly, "We have called the doctor. The actual doctor, we cannot do this operation. And the doctor is coming soon." The person, the dad, his condition was not normal. He said, "What do you want to say? What hell is this? Do you know who am I actually? What can I do? Now my boy is fighting with the death, and this doctor, he hasn't come yet. Doesn't he have any responsibility?" When he became one doctor, didn't he think that becoming a doctor, how much important job this is? How much significant job this is? He didn't think about it. Today my boy is fighting with the death. His condition is not normal, and you guys are watching mobile? Wow! If that would happen with you, your family members, think your condition. Think about that. The father's condition was not normal, and it was not abnormal also. It was natural, because that was one very pathetic moment for a dad. Then the doctor came, and he said, "Sorry sir, I was a little bit late for some personal works, but now it's not the time to quarrel with you. I will let it talk with you, discuss with you, debate with you. Now it's time to save your boy," because as one dad, I know that it's really too much pathetic for a dad when they lost their children. Then he went away. He went to the operation theater with the boy, and he was very good at operation. So the boy was successful. Means he could save his life. Doctor was successful. With a great smile, he came and he said, "Your boy is saved." So when being happy, the dad was gonna ask that, "Please say me whatever the medicines, treatment I will give my boy." But the doctor didn't wait for that. He just went away. He didn't wait for single sentence. So the dad again became too much angry. He again went to the main nurse and said, "Sister, what is this? What the hell doctor is this? I was gonna ask what the treatments are, what the medicines are. He went away. He neglected me. He avoided me. He ignored me. He knows what I am. I can do anything at him. And he did something like this just for his ego. I will case at police department in his name." The nurse was hearing everything. The nurse said with a great smile, "I know sir, you can do a lot of things, a lot of powers are in your hand. Correct, nothing bad. But just single sentence I want to share you. Just hear that very carefully, with full of concentration. Without knowing someone, determining something is not good at all. You are doing that. Don't mind, but you should know one very great thing, very pathetic thing. He is also one dad. Today he lost his child. That was also one by accident. By one accident he's lost his child. So he knows very properly what is the condition of a dad when they lost their children. But though I said he is a doctor, it's not one profession actually. They don't work for money. Otherwise they could neglect their job. This is one aim, hobby, passion. If that would be in our hand, we could do this. And to talk about those doctors, they don't have any personal problems. Hear me very carefully. They don't have any personal problems. They are watching the mobile because they don't care about you. But see the doctor, whom you are insulting too much, neglecting too much, saying to report about his name in police station. He lost his child. This great pathetic incident has happened in his house, but can you understand that by seeing his face? How calm his face was. They have to keep their faces calm when they do any operation or they treat any patients. The person was greatly shocked by hearing that. It was natural, nothing bad. By hearing that, the tears exuded his eyes and he confessed with regret. That's all about the story. My friends, if you got a very important lesson from the story, that doctor is doctor after all. Nochiketa, all the singers, artists, they will say doctors work for money. They don't take care of the patients, but though, does doctor live their job? They don't live because they are conscious about us, serious about us. They think about us. Doctor was, doctor is, and doctor will be just for us. In this COVID situation, if we generally people know this person is COVID positive, we try to avoid him. We just throw away them. We neglect them, avoid them, ignore them. But the doctors, the same for them. Though they know this patient is COVID positive, they treat them. It cannot be for money. They have life risks. They have family members. Do they do something like bad? They don't do because they love patients. It is their hobby, strong aim. So they don't do something like that. Otherwise, if you would think about these family members only, she would have avoided the PPK also because you had a life risk. Have you owed the PPK any time? I also haven't. But my mom has owed. The doctors owed. They are waiting till this time also. The PPK, if you wait that, you will have gases in your hand. Even one person, he just lost his sense also just because of the PPK. It was too heavy. He couldn't bear that. He couldn't control that. But for that, did they leave their job? No, not at all. Not only about this. Just before some months, 1 year, I think you have heard a news that the patient parties, illiterate ones, without knowing the doctors are just a reflection of gods and goddesses. Wow! They just started fighting with them. Started making them injured. For that, the doctors they were really hurting. But for that, did they leave their job? They think, I will only do the private jobs. I will only do the private hospitals. And they are only those who will give the money. I will work for them only. Not for these illiterate, poor ones. Did they think something like this? No, because he loves us. Why he? They loves us very much. For that, they still this time, they are working for us. Many more dangerous viruses, diseases will come. But for that, will they do something like bad? No, they will not leave the job. Because when they becoming a doctor, every time they are serious, concerns that I will not let anything do with my patients. I will not let anything bad do with my patients. They love their patients. They take care of them. Though many more scientists, teachers, they just try to insult them. So this is very important to show them sympathy. What they are doing actually. I will not say to go to the hospital like them. I will not say to do the jobs like them. Nothing is needed. Only a little bit respect. They really deserve it. Not only a respect, guys. Give them a little bit sympathy in this time also. They deserve it. They only need it. Whatever they are saying, they like to be as concerns, they are giving newses, don't skip those. Whatever they are saying, those are for our goodness. Just try to follow those. Stay at home. Stay safe. Because when you took birth, the doctor was with you. The doctor helped you to take the birth, to see the sunlight, to save your mom. Whenever you become sick till this time, you go to the doctor by saying, "Uncle, please treat me." And the doctor treats you with a very great smile. Some doctors are there who give chocolates also. And when you will die also, you will have to drink the water of their hands. You have to take the treatment of their hands. Because they are doctors, reflection of gods and goddesses. Just give them a salute. Nothing more. They are warriors. Give them the respect what they really deserve. I will not say to you nothing more. Please do it. I think you guys will follow this. You guys will stay at home. You will hear the sentences what they are saying actually. And please stop saying the doctors are bad, doctors are bad. Every doctor is not saying doctor is a doctor after all. Give them respect. They deserve it. That's all about it. Thank you very much.